Whew, I'm back again, and I'm always telling and repeating myself, I'm back, finally I'm back, blah 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 blah. But my work is unpredictable, I'm traveling the world, I'm having project here and then there, and I'm glad for having it. Now I had a bit quarantine project, so I can be home and making this video, and just for let you know, it's not COVID. From the paradise I've been at in Dominican Republic, I came with some kind of bacteria, so wish me good luck that everything is going to be okay and I don't have to be isolated for a long time. Hopefully a few days, please. But more time for making videos, and I'm going back with BENIDORM FEST and its upcoming finals. Let's talk. ¿Cómo estás? Soy Anbors, no hablo español, no comprendo español, so I will continue in English if you don't mind, but I know that in Spain everybody now understands English, which is great. And I'm getting back to BENIDORM FEST, which I'm curious about this whole year, because Spain, after a year and the COVID year, didn't have national selection, the proper national selection with, more artists, more songs and everything, and they came back with the format which is called BENIDORM FEST, which is like a traditional thing from the past, blah 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 blah, in the city called Benidorm, which is basically a paradise for tourists in Spain. Very beautiful. I really recommend some documentaries about how the city was built and everything all around. Very, very interesting. A lot of impressive structures there as well. And as well, this festival of music, of Spanish music, it's big, it has great viewer ratings, both semifinals, and of course 8 finalists. And I'm lucky to had 4 out of 5. In my previous video I made about this whole selection. I did my top 5 of BENIDORM FEST based on studio versions. But I was very, very curious how this will differ in real time, real life. Basically the Eurovision acts as we know. And of course it differs a lot and there are many surprises. But first of all, I must say that Unique, one of my favorite songs from the studio versions, was a big mismatch. It was scary singing, yeah. And it was obvious, you all told me in the comments below. You can comment right now as well what you think about the video, of course. Well, you were right, I must say, you were right. That wasn't actually that surprising for me, but I hoped. But there is one big surprise. The biggest surprise for me in BENIDORM FEST 2022 is Xeinn with her song Slomo. The song itself in studio version, well, it's not a bad song for sure, but it's just like this. It's flat, it goes nowhere kind of. It has great firstly build up, but then I can't stand it for 3 minutes basically. That was my problem, why I didn't choose it for my top 5. And it still has this musical problem, but the thing is with the live performance it's going like this here, because you're interested on watching it. It's good staging, it's not too much. Maybe it can deserve even a bit more, just a little spice, on the top of this beautiful meal. When I'm talking. Yeah, but it definitely deserves something more, but it works. Xeinn, it's super charismatic. She can sing, even sometimes it's a bit of key, I would say, but not that much that it is annoying or something like this, like other songs, which they had the problem, or some of them. It has a full performance. I think this is something what Eurovision kind of likes, and it reminds me of Cyprus' story from Fuego till nowadays, basically, but not that impactful. I think this is the biggest surprise for me. I'm not really shocked that people and the juries were voting for it. Deservedly. I didn't expect it, and it works in its complexity. Even the song is not the best one. Eurovision songs and songs in general have many, many layers, and the staging is one of the layers, but the staging, as I'm now saying, it's more like a choreography, LED design graphics, dress, all the looks, the camera angles, the cuts, and everything. It's all complexity, and there are such huge differences in songs that it completely changed the order of my top 5 would be, and definitely didn't help some songs. And let's talk about some of them, which I think they deserve much more improvement in their stagings. I was really expecting something really dark and ethno screaming to us, but it was kind of empty and full with the, I don't know, half-naked man dancers. You know, it felt to me like, hey, we want to please everyone at Eurovision, you know, half-naked man, this is something which works because people are screaming. I have a bit enough of this cliche, don't put people where they don't need to be there. The drummer, for example, that was a good thing. Maybe have 3 drummers like this. Have it full drum set, whatever, more as a tribal thing, because this song talks to me tribal kind of things. It's Celtic, it has this mystical vibe. I want to be inside of this ritual, you know, it's a ritual after all. It talks, it screams to me ritually like this. I want to be involved, and it wasn't really recorded or shot very well, so it looked chaotic as well with jumping around. Even the design, the gold and the black, well, that's one of the best things you can have in television because it's extremely visual. But for some reason you try to make it Eurovision. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go the way. Don't push yourself, just do something visual, original, because you have original visual song. Why to kill it with Eurovision's cliche staging? Don't really listen to Mount Semerol, you know, it wasn't meant seriously back then, you know. There was another staging which I really would prefer to be renovated, kinda, to be renovated somehow, or upgraded, or updated, whatever. And this is a Xeinn song. Iko, this is my favorite song from the whole selection. And it still is. He can sing, even sometimes a bit off-key, but it's the song with the big S. Yes, it's a big S song. Maybe it's not that Spanish, it's more like Euro, traditional, well, nothing. It's expected, but it's a great craft. It's a great craft and it's a hit. It's a hit. This song, if wins, will bring the best result for Spain, definitely. This is the best song you have in selection. Anyway, I understand that it lacks of the Spanish soul somehow, even it's sung in Spanish. Is it sung in Spanish? Well, doesn't matter. The thing is that the staging for such songs, which is ultra dynamic, even it's from 80s, it has its dynamics, and visually done, concept-wise, it looked great. But the thing is that there is a lack of editing. Cuts, you know. This should be cut super fast. It's fast-paced song. It's a and the lack of Q-Pilot in here, it's very visible. The dynamics are not solved and the live performance then doesn't work. It doesn't work, it's killed. The song is killed, and I can tell you that we had the same problem with Mikolas Josef's song in 2018 when we were designing the edits, that it were always like, I think the longest one lasts 3 seconds. Everything else is more like 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds or something like this, because otherwise the song loses its dynamics on picture, and this looks like old TV then. And we want to do modern TV, aren't we? With the modern song based on 80s vibes. That's something to be worked about for the finals, maybe, I don't know. But definitely this killed the song in my eyes. I don't enjoy watching it because it's starting to be boring because of the visual static, basically. Well, and then we had the Rayden song, which I really like, Calle de la Lureria. I will never say it on the first time. Well, I never do it. I like the song. I like the song pretty much, but I don't like it on live version. And the reason is that it completely lost this Casa de Papel attitude, atmosphere, vibe. It has this kind of charisma, but instead it just went the guys who just hanging around the Steadicam and singing, like in a pub. Not interested at all. It doesn't work. There's no idea behind it, there's no charisma behind it, it's just a chaos of people hanging around and screaming, basically. it lost the vibe for me. And even the beginning of the song, I was really like, okay, we can expect something really, really huge. No, disappointment. Never do it. Never start with the best and end with nothing. The curve of how you should do it, this is the complex full package thing. Full package music, full package song, Blanca's on key. It's just good. But the song doesn't have the power to win, I would say. It's not the song. It's not that evolved. It's not that far. It's not a hit, I would say. But anyway, it's a full package because everything in the song and the staging and the music and the dress and everything all around, that works. That works how it is. Just the song is not that good. And we have the nipple song as well. Alright, the nipple song. It's Mamá obviously, and it shouldn't be meant offensive, but it's what it is. The song which is meant to be about nipples. One big nipple on stage with the, well, this is your favorite. I understand it, I hear it, I read it, I got, well, huge amount of comments and messages and everything that I don't understand the lyrics and I don't know about, why it's not my top 5, because this is the best thing and the message is great. And I saw the live performance, I was really curious how right you are, and I still don't understand why there is a scream for the song. I don't get it. I don't get it why it has so many jury points. I don't get it. It sounds to me like a junior Eurovision song at maximum. The staging looked like I take my friends and let's jump around the stage. It's basically a bit of shame, and maybe it's funny, maybe it's a joke thing, and I don't get it. And even the message is not the strongest thing. You know, I understand that this is important topic, but I saw more nipples in other song stagings than in here, where I expected something courageous, you know, like that everybody will be naked or something like this, because why not? I don't care. I would be alright with that, because if it can be done artistry, like an art, I'm absolutely okay with that, because there's nothing wrong about showing nipples and whoever it is, nipples actually, and that shouldn't be banned. It shouldn't be a thing, but I think for normal people it's not a thing anymore anyway. Nowhere, maybe for the older generation they seems like it, but I don't know, especially in the country of nudity which Spain is, it seems to me a bit weird, even the giving such a power to the message which is not that strong. Anyway, I would be really sad, and that can happen, that I will be sad that the message will win over music, over the quality of music. And I'm very curious how such song can work at Eurovision itself if the message there is more than the quality of music itself. And I would say no. I would feel that no one will really understand it, and especially if it's gonna look this way. And I'm curious about it. You know, I prefer to have like Slomo or Xeinn song, or maybe other songs, like probably whichever song than this one, because I think this is gonna be another 0 points for Spain. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm completely wrong, and it basically doesn't matter, because I'm just, you know, telling this and saying this out of the curiosity about the fascination of the song, which is completely something which would be a good argument for the people who hates Eurovision and who says, well, look at how it looked in 2008, and this is 2008, this is 2007, this is 2005 or 3, definitely not 2022 in my eyes. As well, it wasn't even on key all the time, so I don't know. I'm very curious if this song will win. If it's gonna win, well, I won't hate it, of course, but I would just say like another lost chance for Spain. And maybe they will win with such song, and then I'm completely done with Eurovision, because that it won't really be a serious project anymore for me, probably. That's just my point of view, of course, but I'm curious about your point of view, so write me in the comments below about this topic, because I know it's controversial, I know my words are controversial, but it's not based on hate. It's really based on curiosity, and I'm out of curious, like completely, even after seeing the live performances and saw the results. It's like the world gone mad, basically. But that's my problem, and my problem only, of course. But I really would like to say thank you to Spain. Thank you RTVE for making national selection, BENIDORM FEST 2022, or any other in the future. Do it, please, because it seems you have many artists to show us. You have many artists which I had no clue before about them. I learned something about them. I learned something about the history because of you, because I want to understand some topics and everything. I've watched, documentaries of Benidorm because it didn't even seem to me in my mind as a Spanish name of city, so I haven't heard about it before. And this is what you do. You're doing a good job. Even maybe for a first year, there are some things which can be very improved. I really encourage you to start using QPilot for such projects, because anyway Eurovision works on such things, and that will make your stagings much more beautiful, and you will get used to it. I'm saying it as well because in Czech Republic I really would like us to use it, and we don't have it, and this is disadvantage. And why to have disadvantages? It's 2022, we should all have the chance to work with technologies which are the same to everyone, but this is as well the market thing, so work on it and continue with attracting artists you have, because I see you can do it, especially with those numbers you have with viewers and ratings and shares. You have something in your pocket which you can always show as a wild card and attract more and better artists. It's as well to say, hey guys, improve your own skills, show us that you can do good music. Maybe you'll find new world artists, because Spain is a world country. Now I'm talking about it as a country which sending songs for bottom 5, which is a bit pity. I really would like to talk about the Spain, which I will have much more requirements for than bottom 5 country. I really would like to talk about Spain, which is compared to Italy, which is compared to France, which is Big 5. And I expect from Big 5 countries to deliver the best, not the worst. And of course, you're automatically in the finals, and this is a huge responsibility. But keep on going, because you'll get there very soon if you're going to continue this way. I really believe in it. And that was all from me for now. So don't forget to press the subscribe button. Don't forget to write comments below and discuss with me. I'll try to reply. Don't forget to share this video among your friends, because this will bring in discussion even more. And don't forget my other videos to watch. They are upcoming. See you soon. Bye.